I'm loading up my full bent Boswell with some Boswell's Berry Cobbler. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to kind of share some experiences that I've had with trucking now that this is my third week officially on my own. I am currently at a meat facility somewhere in Missouri. I think they primarily do chicken because right behind me there's like a kind of a warehouse with live chickens awaiting their imminent demise. Cheers. As soon as I light Berry Cobbler up, it just reminds me of that quintessential pipe smoking smell that I remember as a kid, especially when I'd walk by the tobacco shop inside malls. Remember when that used to be a thing? Yeah. And I always thought to myself, God, that smells so good. That smells like I could eat it. I apologize for the droning sound that's behind me. That's my reefer refrigerated unit in my trailer. It is nonstop. I've already gotten used to it. First couple of days were just, I didn't really get much sleep. But now I'm used to it, and I feel bad every time I have to park at a truck stop and they got guys next to me, they don't have reefers, they don't know what it's all about, and yeah, I've had several truckers move away from me because they couldn't fall asleep. I don't blame them. It's like, sorry dude, I feel your pain, but at the same time I don't really have a choice. So anyway, I was saying how I was going to describe a few of my experiences. Well, that's one of them. Vlogging is next to near impossible because if I'm not driving... So about that, I don't have the proper mount in this truck right now. It's probably gonna take me a few weeks to get one, but eventually you're gonna start seeing me do like time lapses and more vlogging while I'm driving. But a lot of old timers, a lot of older truckers, I don't understand how they have so much clutter on their dash. It's a miracle that they don't crash all the time because of all the shit that's on their dash. And it's usually white paper, so it's reflecting, especially if it's sunny outside, it's reflecting off of your windshield. Because holy shit, man, I've seen dashboards just completely full of fast food wrappers. And it's not even the brown bag, the wrappers. No, I'm talking about the sandwich wrappers. So it's usually like, there's still some like food residue on those wrappers, right? Those are the ones on the dash. And who knows how long they've been there, because they look like they've been piling on over weeks, months, who knows, maybe even years. It's a little gross. I can't even imagine what that truck must smell like if it looks that bad just from the dash. It is exceptionally difficult as a new truck driver to manage your DOT regulated hours. And that has been a little bit of a challenge for me. I will say that in my third week, I'm like 80% there. But when there are so many unknown variables, including construction, traffic, and the most difficult thing to predict is the shipper and how, if there's delays on their end and how long and how that affects everything else down the line. We only have 11 hours to drive in a 14-hour window every day. And we can split shifts if we want, but there's also a 70-hour limit per week that we have to watch out for. So when you're dealing with varying shipper times and delays on all levels, including traffic and construction, it becomes a nightmare to try to juggle all of that and not have any DOT violations. But my sleep, and that's the other thing, you have to prioritize sleep, napping at any free time that you have, which again cuts into my vlogging time, right? My free time now is really dominated by getting as much rest as possible. And I'm only really able to do this kind of vlogging when I am trying to do either a 34-hour reset, which resets all of my clocks, or when I have a really long break until my next shift starts, which today was caused by a particular rule that we have for meat loads, and I have to make sure I wait a long period of time so that my clock resets. Anyway, there's a lot. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of like, it has to be this way, except for this. But it has to be this way, but there's an exception, and then also there's an exception to the exception. You know what I mean? So there's just a lot of that happening. Can you still see me? Barely. So that's all I have for now. Just a little update. May all of you have pipe thoughts galore.